Hello and welcome to Minigame Monday. Today is Monday, October 6th, and today we're going to be doing a jigsaw puzzle from titles shared to the website during the May session in 2025. I'm also trying something new today that might have me a little distracted as I get set up here. I have gotten reports that some people have trouble getting Twitch to work in whatever browser they want to watch in. And also just, a lot of people don't have a Twitch tab open, but maybe they have a Discord app open and keeping an eye on it. So I'm going to try streaming this live stream into the Discord server. So I'm chatting here on Twitch. That's the place that I'll be looking for your chats, but you can watch along, and I'm trying to figure out if I can also keep an eye on your chats in the stage in Discord, but that is something I've never done before, and so it's a little confusing. Okay, maybe I can do it on my phone if I mute my phone. Oh, interesting. Sorry. This is live, people. All right, interesting. I've tried to turn the sound completely off on my phone, and I can still hear it. That's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. In future, I guess what I could do is put headphones in it so I can't really hear it. It's very quiet, so I'll just put it far away. And hopefully my microphone won't pick it up, and then I can see if anybody chats in there while we're live. Okay, it's not quite enough. This is crazy. It literally won't let me turn it all the way down. That's so funny. Can I do this? Okay, I might have to turn that off because it's just too distracting. I'd put it in a drawer, right? Then I wouldn't be able to see the chat. Okay, now I just need to figure out how to hang up. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm really surprised that I can't. It's not physically impossible for me to mute it. It's useful for me to know that's your experience. Like, that's crazy. Why would you want it to work like that? There's so many things like that about Discord where I say to myself, why would you want it to work like that? My hope is to set up closed captions so people could watch quietly. I don't know if that's some setting that's going to be something I have to research. Okay, so that was a big distraction before we play the puzzle. But we'll get into it today. This is also a co-working behind the scenes, what it's like to try to get two pieces of technology to work together. Okay, so given that for today, unless I can get that figured out, if you want me to know you're talking to me, you do have to talk to me on Twitch. But I will see about having a way to know if you're talking to me in the chat on the stage in Discord. But you can at least watch in Discord now if it's more convenient for you. That's what I'm going for. I'm also trying some new music today, which is free. Open. Well, I don't know if you can hear it though. Can I hear it? Yeah, you should be able to hear it. I'm not listening to it, but I've got it on in the background. And it's from Moby Gratis, so it's royalty-free ambiance music. So it's a way for people to have in the background music without needing to do AI-generated music. So that's something I'm trying out today. I expect it to loop. I'll maybe check in on it again to make sure it's still playing near the end. Okay, but all of those, like, techie new stream features, new stream, procedures that I'm trying out aside, let's go on over to the puzzle now, and I'll share the link that you can play along with me. Here you are. Also, I was distracted by I'm trying so many new things. I did some reading about Twitch and best practices and such, and I'm gonna also try to turn on closed captions for the first time. We will see what happens with that. I think I can do that. Oh, here it is. It's the first time I'm doing this too, so I need to get used to what it looks like. But okay, I've clicked to start them. And I'll try to keep an eye on whether I can see them and where they show up. Okay, yep, I see them there. Which you can hide them or show them for yourself if you hover over the streaming screen. So I'm not seeing them show up, but we'll see how it goes. This is also a first time thing, something new that I learned about that I do think is ideal. Like the ideal thing would be you could mute and just kind of watch along to the side and you'd be able to read and see what I'm saying. Or if it's hard for you to hear, you would be able to see what I'm saying. So I don't know if it's working. I might have to do more tests on that as well, but I have turned it on and I expected it to be working, to start working. Oh, okay. It's asking for my microphone permissions. That's why it's not working. Maybe it has started working now. Yep, it has. And it's in a really weird place. Oh, goodness. I don't know if I can. I've watched other people use it, and I know it can be kind of set to the side, so it's not popping up there over, like, so bouncy at the bottom like I'm seeing it now. Let me see. It looks like it's not easy to change it in the middle. Yeah. Let's see if this setting is the one that I saw the person using that seemed like the best case scenario. And then I can start it again. Got it. No, it doesn't look like that put it where I expect it to be. But you can also turn it off if it's annoying to you. Oh, or maybe you also have your own settings. As a viewer, you have your own setting wheel. I have settings and you have settings. But, oh, enabled square text box? That's what I'm trying to do. But it's, how funny. It's kind of a terrible user experience because it's under the Twitch controls. Wow. Okay. Some things are not terribly ideal here. But lots of things to learn. Okay, well, thanks for bearing with me if you're watching me live. And you can fast forward through this if you're watching the replay. Okay. I think I'm going to stop futzing with that and do research offline. If it's not quick to fix, I'm not going to do anything more with it right now. And I'm going to go on to solving the puzzle. So again, these are titles that were brought to Protospiel Online, posted on the website before the event. Or in fact, once the event starts, you can still post titles on the website, but it's a post to say this game was represented at this convention, not a post to say what time it'll be play tested or to specifically gather play testers. It's an information and also sort of like a scrapbook of the previous sessions, we can keep going back and looking at previous sessions and what games were brought. So I'll read these out loud to just get them in my mind, and I'll probably mostly not look at the picture after I look at it at the beginning for the jigsaw solving. So, Sylvan Tactics, Glimmerglade, Fab Arcane, What Does My Rival Desire, Protospiel Online. We list Protospiel Online as a prototype because it's also, we're testing things every time that we host it. So it's also a prototype. Fat Cats, Florist in Florence, Kingdom or Bust, Spindletop. Oh yeah, Joe is beautiful and cool, which I think is a just Joe, making sure that I'll say that out loud on a stream. It's a name that actually has a different, or a game that has a different title, and I can't remember which game it was. I think it might be Tootin' and Hollerin', but no promises. Not So Cozy Kitchen, Transylvanian Hunger, Dive to Revive, Dungeon Divers, and Climbing Vines. Okay, so let's get started. All right, I'm going to turn on edges only to make that beginning. Wait, that actually that's funny. Wow, they almost don't look like edges. This black edge, or like black lines in the middle, look kind of strike one as edges, even on edges where there is a puzzle piece. It's interesting how those look. All right, no, those are the edges. So let's get started with Fab Arcane. Which is one I haven't gotten a chance to try yet. Do these go together? Yes, that's got to be the corner. That's Dive to Revive. Climbing Vines. It's another. Oops, we need vines. Is that it? Climbing? Yep. Okay. That looks like Sylvan Tactics. Dungeon Divers. Okay. This one's Sylvan Tactics upper corner. Wonder if that fits there. Yep. Dungeon Divers. There we go. Okay. Bottom corner. To Revive. This one, Dive to Revive, I know is a sequel to Daria Seaby's Fly for Pie. I'm still my mind is still reeling on the fact that it's not possible to mute your device when you're in a Discord stage on your phone. That seems ridiculous to me. It seems like it can't be true. Maybe it's possible, but it's not easy to figure out, which even then I'm not happy about that. Maybe it's something that I can do something about by like making a different setting on the channel as the server owner. But I'm really surprised that like by default, I wouldn't have thought I would need to look for a setting like that to allow people to do that. Goodness. You can't participate in the conversation unless you're listening to the sound. That seems bad and it may end up meaning that I just completely stop using stages in our server, because I just that just seems like it's not doing what I would like it to do. I don't know. I potentially can, maybe next week I'll try doing it in live event voice instead of live event stage in the Protospiel Discord server, to see if that is possible for me to sit there and see you if you talk to me in chat without making a bunch of noise while I'm streaming that will cause an echo or something. Okay, let me get all this stuff out of the middle. One thing I do wish I could do is like click and drag multiple of them. You know, I wonder, I've never tried things like shift click or control click sometimes work. Nope. You can select one at a time. That's it. But yeah, getting ready to put the puzzle together and moving all these like out of the way is a bit tedious. And oh no. And that one's not in the middle. That one's actually attached. It's feels like a bit of a waste of time. Oh, let me show you the link there for playing this puzzle yourself in the chat. Yeah, this is the second one in a series. So this is part 2 of a series of jigsaw puzzles made out of all the titles. So it takes more than one jigsaw puzzle to hold all the titles that are posted on our website before a convention. I think the first session I made these for was August 2024, and I may have had 1 or 2 sessions that had 5 jigsaw puzzles in the set, but I know for May there are there are 6. Yeah, I guess this is a little bit of a... This is sending you to... If you want to know which game Joe is actually talking about here, you gotta go look up, oh yeah, Joe is beautiful and cool on our website, and click the search bar to get to it. Generally, I also make word searches, or not word searches. Word searches I do make for things that are play tested at Protospiel Online, but for the games that were listed on the website, I make both jigsaw puzzles like this and crossword puzzles that use things about the game to make clues for the crossword puzzle. And in those cases, I actually do go visit the website. But I don't think that, oh yeah, Joe is beautiful and cool, got shared enough like bingo tagging information for it to get included in the crosswords. So I don't think the actual page is going to get featured on a stream. I feel like there's a piece missing right there. It seems like it should be easy to find, but no. Oh, there it is. Whoa, yeah, I guess it was right behind that strand. Okay, there we go. We're going to put that one together first, so it'll be on the screen the whole time, Joe. We're going to keep this in mind while we're putting this puzzle together. And yeah. Joe likes to own their greatness. Unashamedly, which I fully support. All right. Looks like that one's going to be there. Can't completely remember what these names were. This one is probably Kingdom or Bust. I don't remember. It might be right above this one. Oh, here. Yeah, it's this one. Bust. Yeah. Oh, nice. Here it is. Something with pink on top. Is this not it? Interesting. Okay, so there's another place. No, I don't think it's there. Interesting. Wait. There it is. There it is. It is there. Okay. I still... Oh, it's Brospiel Online. It's funny. It's my kind of my own game, and I can't recognize its title. Might be here. Okay. Here we go. One more somewhere there. This one looks like it goes around here. Oh, this is Not So Cozy Kitchen. Right there. Okay. Do you have anything behind this anymore? Okay, nope. Good. Yeah, I'm not... I think that this game will be called Cozy Kitchen. I think the goal is for it to be cozy, and Emily was sharing in May that as it was at the time, it wasn't feeling as cozy as she had been hoping for. There we go. So I think part of... I'm not sure. I never talked to her after her play tests in May about this anyway. I talked to her, but I didn't ask her if she got it more cozy from any of the feedback that came out of that convention weekend. Pink and blue. Oh yeah, that one is blue. That one is green. That one's blue. I was looking for that one, so I was surprised to find blue on the bottom. There we go. All right, so that one's going to be spindle top. There. This is probably the end of it. And okay, this one, Florist in Florence. I remember that was kind of more in the middle. So it's got yellow on the bottom over here. This one's probably around here. Okay. Oh, what does my rival desire? Yeah, it's a really long green one. I remember. That one actually is going to be down here, I think. That's interesting. There's a couple places in this puzzle where there's purple under green. There we go. Here. Rival. I see Rival there. Florence. Yeah, okay, florists. It's going to be down here. I think it might be Transylvanian Hunger. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Glimmer Glade. Getting very close. Something I've been, it is my goal in general to keep the puzzle solving quick in these streams, and mostly I get right into the puzzle solving. When I, oh yeah, there's the orange. When I start streams, unlike today, where I had some tech business some testing to do, but it's my goal to finish these in 30 minutes or less. And when I have people chatting with me during the solving, usually that makes it take a little bit longer, but that doesn't mean I don't like people to chat with me. But I've been thinking about adding a poll to let people guess how long it will take me. I don't know. Will I finish in 30 minutes, or how long do you think it will take? 20, 25, 30, something like that. To give you something to play with in the chat. And then you also could be a little bit more invested in watching the time. I suppose people could guess a really high amount of time and then do their best darndest to distract me in the chat. That's fair enough, though. I think I would allow it. All right. Yeah, there's always a tipping point here where every piece starts to become obvious. All right, we got our celebratory confetti. And oh yeah, and we do get the time it took to complete the puzzle. 16 minutes and 28 seconds. That's actually pretty great for a jigsaw. So I don't record how long these take me or pay a ton of attention to that number usually. So I'm not sure if that's a record or not. But yeah, we could start paying a little bit more attention to that in the future. And after all of that tech figuring out and all, I'm still done within half an hour. So for today, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I will tell you also I'm considering moving to Discord after Minigame Monday for 30 minutes for community chat. You can, if you're in the Discord and you're watching this later, you can mention in Clubhouse. You can post in Clubhouse and let me know if that's something you're interested in. I like how that worked when we hosted Panel Spiel. We did Twitch streams and then moved into Discord to talk live about what happened on the stream. So you have the options to both chat in Twitch and then chat on Discord. I may do that next week when I've given like a little more notice that that'll be happening. So if you're watching this as a replay before Monday, October 13th, you can talk to me about that in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord and you're watching this and you want to come and talk to me about it in the Discord, you can join our free community, which I'll give you the link in the chat right now. We use our Discord server to host Protospiel online conventions. So there's sections of the server that are closed to anyone except for people who have purchased a badge, but we also have a section of the server that's free to join at any time for everyone, and that's where that channel Clubhouse, where you can tell me what you think about talking after the stream, where you can talk to me and everybody in the community in Clubhouse. All right, so have an excellent week. Thanks for spending some Monday playtime with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.